Hey, my lovely Willow Vibes tribe members. I am Jessica from Willow Vines Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do a no, that's not this one. This is just a love reading. This is my normal love readings, my longer ones. I was trying to do quickie reads, and they turned into love, money, life readings because they're not so fucking quick. So now I've got 2 series of long readings to do, but oh well, it is what it is. It's better for you guys, isn't it? You get more information. So this is your love reading, just your general one, because I think it's for Sagittarius. That's what I'm reading for now. So I can check you all off the list. But anyways, I think I have Pisces, Gemini, Capricorn, and Cancer left for that last series. And then that one's done. And I can just focus on potential quickie ones in between the love, money, life. But anyways, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stick around. I really hope you do stay. I would love it if you would. Join me over on Patreon, any denomination. You can increase, decrease at any time. It is a monthly membership that you can cancel at any time too, so no obligation to you whatsoever, and it helps me out tremendously. I'm going to start doing the fantasy naughty tarot reads over there at least once a month, but I might do it more because those are really fun. If you didn't catch the last one, that was an amazing reading. It's really steamy over on Patreon, so the YouTube version that was 11 minutes long doesn't even touch on the surface of how hot that one is, just gonna say. So someone's got a wild imagination, and I think I did get Sagittarian energy in there too, so some of you all might you know, be fantasizing, but I feel like somebody might be fantasizing about you too. So it's not one-sided, even though it kind of feels one-sided in this situation. It's not. I keep looking at this card, even though I didn't shuffle this deck. Recognition is here, and I kind of feel like someone that didn't recognize the love between the two of you is recognizing it now, and I kind of feel like that's your wish. Some of you have been praying your ass off at night or through the moon phases, you know, like the new moons, the blue moons, blood moon, whatever. Like, you follow the moon cycles, or your love interest does, and I feel like you're in luck because your wish is being granted, especially in love. You could be getting other wishes granted as well, especially if you are like Sagittarius rising. Even if you're a Sag sun, you might have Sag in your rising as well, or your love interest does. But anyways, I feel like there's a sudden recognition here, pretty much because something ended abruptly, or there was an abrupt change in this situation for whatever reason, which we might get into here. I just want to mention too that I have openings for personal. So if you would like one, my email is in the box below. I'll give you all the information you need. If you email me, I can't talk. Someone's having a hard time coming up with the right words to say to you, or you to them. You know, if I say he, it could be she, you, it could be them, flip-flop, vice versa. Sit down wherever you fit in. If you don't fit in, stand up and get the hell out. It is what it is. Maybe next time. These are general readings. They might not apply to everyone. They won't apply to everyone, you know. There are a group of y'all that are going through very similar things, though. So that's probably why certain messages feel like a personal reading, because, you know, you're on a similar journey as somebody else, or a similar path, whatever. I feel like there's a difference between you and your love interest. There could be an age difference, you know, ethnic background, something, maturity even, if you guys are the same age, same race, you know, all that crap. It could just be maturity. But I do feel a difference, and I want to say it's a significant difference. Like, one of you is kind of rough around the edges, and the other one's more put together. But the put together person, whether that's you or them, wasn't always put together. It came with the ascension process. It came with grounding oneself and realizing your worth, or them realizing their worth, something like that. But yeah, hit me up for a personal if you would like one. So we have blocks and then potential actions or potential outcome and actions over here. But the overall energy is, I was going to say the 16, the star. It's number 16, which is the number of the tower. We don't have the tower out here, but I do feel like there is kind of a tower moment because under that recognition card was the tornado card, which is technically the tower card in my deck. There is massive communication issues here. Okay, so when I was talking about that difference, this is why it keeps happening. Because I didn't fucking say it. This is why these things keep happening. These signs, these synchronicities, because I didn't say what I needed to say. So either you or your love interest has something they need to say, and I feel like there's kind of obsessive thoughts about you or the situation, and it's like the universe is basically telling you or your person, if you don't fucking speak up, if you don't speak your truth or take this risk, this chance with this person, with you, we're going to drive you crazy. So you better speak up. But I feel like with the difference, it's like not necessarily intellectually speaking, because I feel like both of you are very intelligent in different areas. Like you're both smart, but I feel like one of you is into like world history and, you know, kind of book smart stuff, but not, you know, it's like, oh, I kind of suck at math. Oh, I don't really like English class or anything like that. But it's like sci-fi stuff and history. And I feel like that's your love interest. It could be you, but I feel like both of you are interested in history, but for different reasons. Like one of your love interest is more into war history, things like that. I just heard Pearl Harbor, so it could have something to do with that. But I feel like it's because that your love interest, that was one of their past lives that they haven't faced. Like there's some karmic lessons tied that their soul carried over from that lifetime, because it was an abrupt ending for that person. And some of that trauma is carried over. That's why they're so interested in that time period. And I feel like for you, for some of you at least, not all of you, especially if you're a feminine, you're more like interested in the Victorian era, or I want to say 17 to 1800s, which I know is not the Victorian era, but I feel that era. And you like antiques, you like old school things. And when I say old school, I'm talking like old school, not, oh, back in the 90s, which I do feel like you're interested in that shit too. Like 80s, 90s styles and stuff like that. I know I am. I love that shit. But anything but now. The stuff that goes on now that like I'm not that interested in. Maybe a few things. But anyways, who cares about me? Where's it going with that? You're interested in the past and history, the Victorian era, things like that. You love antiques because it feels like home to you. I feel like even though you love electricity and running water, and of course, don't we all, because those are the things we tend to take for granted, but are amazing upgrades in technology, because we don't have to walk outside and down a path on a cold winter night to go take a piss, you know, or to take a shit, I should say, because at night they'd pee in that little fucking pan thing. Why am I talking about that? But anyways, you're interested in that stuff. It's like, even though you love electricity and all that, you could literally, I feel like you imagine living in the woods, you know, away from people, or having really kind neighbors where, you know, you help thy neighbor. You wish that people were like that now, and it's harder to find genuine people. It's harder to trust people. And I'm not saying it was easy to trust people back then, because there were sneaky people then too. And it was harder to catch these motherfuckers, you know, because thank God for technology in some aspects, you know, like I said, running water, electricity, but like DNA and profiling and all that stuff, we've come a long way. But there are times when it's like, you know, I wish we could go back to like the 1800s when, you know, you could kill a motherfucker, bury him in your backyard and be like, oh, I don't know, I thought Jimmy caught the boat home to Scotland or something. Haven't seen him. And no one would question it. They question it now because everything's recorded. You know, you can't hop on a fucking ship and hide in the cargo section anymore. Well, you can, but it probably wouldn't bode well. Anyways, you want to go back to a time like that. And I feel I feel like when you think about stuff like that, or you watch any shows about history when it comes to Outlander and things like, you know, things like that, you get lost in it. Like, you get lost in thought, and it's almost like you can put yourself in the scenes in these shows or in the books or whatever, because you've lived a life like that. That was for a feminine. But I feel like you get carried away with it sometimes. And your love interest, the one that you are going to be reconnecting with, yes, oops, spoiler alert, they're coming in, or you're going towards them, but you shared a past life, you shared multiple past lives with this person. A lot of the times the people in our lives, they were in our past lives before, like significant people in our lives, because we kind of carry each other with one another, you know, throughout lifetimes, because we learn lessons, and, you know, if we don't wrap shit up, you know, we follow each other. Like, okay, well, we didn't fix it then, we better fix it now, because I'm not coming back next time to fix this shit with you. I got shit to do, you know. Your soul's like, we need to, you know, really get focused in this lifetime, because I'm sick of, you know, repeating history or having a rough life. You know, I want the finer things in life. I want things to be easy than they have been. So some of you could have had kind of a rough start at life. I mean, I don't think it was like super fucking hard. You've never really been without. Sorry, my allergies are just horrendous right now. I need to get Allegra, but it's gross, isn't it? So I don't feel like you were homeless or on the street or anything, but it varies for all of you. But I do feel like, even though you always had enough, it was kind of a struggle. You know, you weren't born with a silver spoon in your mouth. At least most of you weren't. And if you were, and you had, you know, that type of money because your parents were wealthy, there were other things in your life that were difficult. So it's like, yeah, we got money, and I got, you know, all the latest trends, and, you know, my mom and dad could buy me a car and all that crap, and you were always like, yeah, well, you always had more. For those of you who grew up with money, you always had more than the people around you, but you lacked love. Like, it's like, yep, I got money, but my parents weren't there. They weren't supportive. They never showed up to my soccer games or my ballet classes or whatever. Like, it was the fucking nanny or nobody. So even, it's almost like no matter what situation you were in growing up, you or your person, you were lacking in some area. So it's like, oh, this looks great, seems great, people wish they had my life, but don't, you know, be careful what you wish for, because I feel like it was a sad and lonely life, you know. And I don't feel like you're really in that energy anymore. I do feel like you have moments where you get sad and lonely and you feel alone even when people are around, or this is your love interest. I feel like both of you kind of get this way, but it's not as bad as it used to be. You've come to grips with being by yourself. I feel like you do enjoy alone time. You're comfortable with your own energy. Some of you so much so that you don't put yourself out there at all, because it's like you're just so used to it. I feel like you're trying to change that because you like to be around people. It's almost like, I love the company and the, you know, the high vibes and all that. Like, I love having fun and hanging out, but I also don't want to be around anyone. It's like, I love people, but I hate people. It's something like that. It's kind of you're a walking contradiction, but, or your love interest is, because I kind of feel that love-hate energy with, like, I really want to be, you know, in the party scene, but I don't really want to be in the party scene. Like, something like that. It's very confusing, but you know what you mean, and you know how you feel, or your love interest does. And I feel like if you both feel a similar way, you can relate to each other. So when you start confusing other people with saying, like, something I just said, your love interest totally gets what you mean because they feel the same fucking way. Was that it for just the randomness of all this? I had something else I was going to say, but it went flew away. But anyways, we have the star card, not the 16. So I feel like a wish is suddenly coming in because you're having a streak of good luck. And one of your wishes is communication, potentially from a friend, someone that friend zoned you or someone that you friend zoned, and for some of you, this could be vice versa. You're the one reaching out. Oh, what I was going to say with the whole, like, I lost it again. I was going to say with the whole life of the party. You're like the life of the party. You're fun to be around. People love your energy, but you like to be alone to recharge your batteries. I don't know. You're just so used to being alone, but on a whim, spur of the moment, you'll just go out and do something. So it's like, I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone. I'm going out and I'm partying. And you might do that for a few days straight and then you don't do it for like a month. I feel like you're very spontaneous. Whenever the mood strikes, you're like, let's go, let's do this. And that might be that was when and where you connected with your love interest, this person. It was in one of those spontaneous moments. I feel like you had spent a lot of time alone, and you were talking to a friend, potentially online, any platform, doesn't matter. It's different for all of you. And I feel like it was around a holiday of some kind, because it was some sort of gathering in the summertime. So what are summertime holidays? There's the 4th of July, like there's Labor Day, Memorial Day, things like that. But barbecues around Memorial Day. But anyways, it was around a holiday. Talking to this friend said, hey, we're having a barbecue, a get together, or whatever. We're gonna do fireworks, or we're gonna go swimming, or whatever the hell it was for you. Do you want to swing by? And you're like, no, yeah, I don't know, maybe. And then you do. You're just like, screw it, I'm going. And you end up running into your love interest. And it could be someone that you've known for a very long time. A friend connected the two of you without even realizing that that's what they were doing. So it's kind of an old friend, someone that you hadn't talked to in a long time. But anyways, you're getting a message from this person. Ooh, yay, blocks. So let's see. Hold on one second. That's one of the blocks. Hold on one second. This person put your ass on hold, and it's like, it's making me think of, call waiting. You got a landline, and you're like, oh, I have another call, or this is what they're saying to you, and they're like, I'm just going to switch over, I'll be right back. So they put you on hold, and you're waiting, and you're painting your nails, and doing all kinds of shit, waiting, and then you put the phone down, make yourself a sandwich, come back, you're still fucking waiting. So you finally get sick of waiting, and you hang the fucking phone up. So you disconnect from the conversation, you disconnect from your love interest, because they left you on hold. That woke them up, because they're going to realize, like, they're talking to whoever the hell interrupted your conversation, whoever interrupted this connection. And then, after some time passes, they're like, oh shit, I left Sag on hold. I gotta go. And then they disconnect from whoever the hell distracted them, basically. And now because they let so much time pass, they feel like an ass because you disconnected from the situation because of them, because they were just like, they kept you on hold, they kept you waiting. And Sag does not wait very easily. You don't wait well. You're like, you're gonna choose them over me. Obviously that conversation seems more thrilling or more important if you forgot that you were even talking to me, kind of thing. If you forgot that I was here. This person didn't forget that you were there. They could have for a moment, because they feel like they were duped by some bullshit. Someone was like, oh, I'm all shiny and pretty and I have this wonderful offer for you. And they were like, what? It's almost like, I feel like I'm being like, dragged over to you. It's making me think of that scene in Beetlejuice with the fucking hoe bags up in that like brothel in the model, and you know he's yelling at the two dead people, the husband and wife, they're bickering or whatever, and was it right after the nice fucking model thing? I think so, but anyways, it lights up red. It's like the devil's den, and the girls are like, hey, ooh, and he just like kind of floats over there like, oh. That's what happened to your person, because there is infatuation there. So I feel like they were Beetlejuice and they floated to the devil's den, which kind of distracted them from their purpose and from this connection for a hot minute. So there's a devil lurking around. But anyways, one of the blocks is round and round, a karmic situation. I feel like you went round and round with this person a bazillion times, and you're like, it was like the same old, same old. And you disconnecting from this situation definitely created the necessary change, because you ended the karmic cycle. You stopped it right in its tracks. Like, I'm not doing this anymore. We need to change. And now there's going to be a new start because of it. I feel like you were waiting for this new start, but your love interest or someone was hung up on a past person, because we have the Hierophant and the Five of Cups, and it's an unhealthy situation. It's like, here you are, fresh meat, a bright, shiny new beginning. This person could have, everything that they've ever wanted with you. Like, both of you would be really happy together. It's almost like praying for the end all be all, and then whoop, you show up and they go, I want the past. I'm still stuck on the past. I can't have this fresh start. They want it, but it was kind of scary. It's easier to just keep doing the same old, same old. So that was where you guys hit some roadblocks. But look, there's this positive soulmate connection between you and your love interest right here. Your love interest could just pick up the phone, could just text you, could just call you, or show up. You're right here. And they're reaching for this past connection, potentially someone they were married to or just committed to. It's like a family situation, so baby mama, baby daddy, but it's a significant relationship in their life. And instead of taking their wish, when the universe fucking basically handed you to them on a silver platter, because I feel like you were very giving and you were open to this connection, they decided to continue to reach for the past, not realizing that there's nothing left there. There's no love with that past person, because all the cups are spilled out, and it's almost like deep down they know that this past person wants nothing to do with them, that there's no love there, but they didn't want to believe it because they were stuck in that loop. So they basically sidestepped the fresh start, the new beginning with you, to stay stuck in a karmic cycle. So that was one of the blocks. It got this person up in their head. I feel like it got you thinking too, like, well, is it me? It could have got you questioning your intuition, questioning yourself, like, am I attractive enough? What do I need to change about myself? And I feel like that was your initial thoughts, and then you're like, no, I'm going to push that out of my head because I know that's not fucking true. But what is it? What does that stupid past person have that I don't have? Like, because I feel like you're more attractive than their ex, but obviously it's not always about looks, and that's not the only aspect to a relationship. That's not the only reason why people fall in love or like people, and that's very superficial. But I feel like this person was kind of ugly internally too. Like, they wear a mask. They're the all that glitters is not fucking gold situation. But I kind of feel like your love interest was looking at you in that way, like, especially if you are quote unquote out of their league, like if you are really put together, if you're looking good, they probably were looking at you like the devil, like you're the siren calling them in, and it's not going to be, it's almost like I can't have a solid commitment with you because you look like you'd be just a good time, but you're so much more than that. And that's what this person was thinking about. But what's kind of fucked up is, you know, they have all the tools they need to get this connection off the ground because you were basically handing them the key to your heart. So they didn't really have to work very hard, if at all, but they were stuck on the past. So now they have to work a little harder. But I feel like you were just thinking about your manifestations. And it's like, is this really the person that I manifested? Yes, it is. And I feel like that's what you were thinking about. And you were also thinking about how to get this connection off the ground. Like, how do we make this work? I'm willing to go as slow as you need me to go. Maybe you knew that this person was trying to emotionally detach from somebody else, a different situation, and it's like, you know, I'll give you time. We'll take our time, kind of thing. You're just trying to figure out what to say and what action to take towards this person to make it work so that both of you were happy, basically, and moving forward. But I feel like they were just moving way too slow for you because they were just like at a standstill, because we have the King of Wands. And I feel like this person could have told you, you know, I need time. I feel like you knew they were focused on the past, that you need time and all that happy shit. But instead of working on their situation, working on themselves and doing what they need to do for forward movement, like you thought they were doing, your fucking person's over here going, oh, look at me, look what I can do. I can balance this on my fucking nose. They were just being stupid. Like, no, I promise you, I'm working on myself. I'm trying to heal from this and get my money straight. So this person could have chose work over you and was like, you know, I'm trying to build up my finances. I got to do this, that, and the other. So that's why I got to go slow. But they were all fucking around. They were playing around, potentially with other options or with this past person that they're trying to get back. But I feel like they were playing around sexually with other people because this past person wasn't entertaining them in that way. And if they were, it was just, you know, to get what they wanted. It was almost like, I know if I sleep with you, you'll give me money or you'll do this or that. So they were being used. But yeah, your person was just sitting there fucking off. It's like you're manifesting them to come in and get their shit straight so you two can actually move forward, and you're thinking that that's what's going to happen, and they're just like, oh, look at me, I can do this, I can do that, and they're like being an attention whore with other people but not giving you the time of day. And you're just like, all right, I'm sick of being in my fucking head. I'm sick of thinking about this because obviously you ain't thinking about me. This person was not thinking about you. I feel like they thought about you sexually, but they were not thinking about you romantically, because all that glitters is not motherfucking gold. This person was stuck on having a second chance with a past person, basically. I feel like part of you was obsessing over having, you know, that beautiful connection, and feel like with this person, but you just want that, you want love in your life. And I feel like you were kind of obsessively thinking about, you know, your happily ever after, whether it was specifically with this person or just in general. But your love interest was you know, really attached to a past person. Excuse me. Because I feel like they don't even know if they could have another chance with you. They're really worried that they fucked it up for good, but this person thinks that you might have somebody else. It's funny because I feel like, because with take two, that was clarified by the Five of Wands, and the infatuation obsession was clarified by the Ten of Cups, which is the emotional fulfillment, the happy family. I feel like your love interest was kind of obsessed with the idea of having their family back. So if they have children with this past person, that's what they wanted. I want my happy family. Because I feel like they didn't have the happiest family growing up. There was a lot of conflict. And it's like someone was obsessed with an illusion. Like, well, obsessed with the illusion, yeah, because this is what they were obsessed with, but this is the reality is the conflict. So that with this past person, they haven't changed. that, you know, I feel like they're very argumentative. I feel like there's potential physical violence here too. It's just like your love interest and their ex just don't see eye to eye. I feel like you don't see eye to eye with a past person as well, but yeah, they were stuck on an illusion because people change, you know, but I also feel like that past person might have fed them a load of bologna and Cheez-Its, because there you are as the Empress, and look at her face. She's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, why are you so obsessed with that? With her, with him? She's like, that just doesn't make fucking sense. And she's sad too, because it's like watching, you know, your hopes and dreams, your wishes go back to a shit, you know, like to a bad situation. It's almost like if you could time travel and you choose the worst moment in history to go back to, and you're right in the middle of a fucking pissing contest with somebody, and it's like, whoa, that was a stupid choice. I forgot about that, you know? But the Empress, you're looking at this person like, what the hell? Because then we have the Seven of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. I feel like you're very loving towards this person, but I feel like this Queen of Cups is the past person. I'm getting a lot of Cancerian energy, but it could be Pisces or Scorpio as well. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't matter who it is, but this is baby mama, basically. And I feel like there's like a tempting energy here. Like, I know, like, this past person knows what your love interest wants. They want their family. So they created an illusion. But what the illusion was is that, you know, basically, I'll give you everything you want. But there's nothing left there. Because this is the illusion. There are options in this situation, but this is part of the block. This is the illusion that Queen of Cups was presenting to your love interest. Because just look at the way this looks. Your person was caught up with the illusion like, oh, it's going to be so great. It's going to be so great. They were obsessing over having their family back. And he or she's like, yes, come to me. I'll do that for you. I'm not going to fucking live up to it. I'm not going to give you a damn thing. It's already done, remember? There's nothing left on that table. But come on. And you're like, you and this person's friends, because if you're friends with this person, especially, but I feel you did this, but I feel like there are other friends too that don't like this person, and you're all like, come here. No, don't go back. Don't fall for that shit. And he or she, your person's like, but I need to. And you're just like, all right, good luck. What the fuck is wrong with you? But have fun. It's kind of what I'm feeling with this. It's like, I'm not going to fight you. I'm not going to cause problems. If that's what you want, that's what you want. I can't make you love me, kind of thing. It hurt. But you knew then and you know now that it's like you're a glutton for punishment if you're going to do that, because this person doesn't fucking want you. I just saw 333. So what's coming up is Unfinished Symphony. Yeah, your new beginning never hatched, for one. Music connects the two of you, because I saw the music card as well. But I feel like this situation between you and your love interest is not over. It hasn't even started yet, and it's gonna start. Because then we have clouded, misunderstandings, judgmental, and confusion. I feel like your love interest wants to clear the air with you. They were very confused, possibly about your situation, or you were confused about their situation, because there is a third-party situation here with the Six of Pentacles, so Three of Cups and Six of Pentacles with this confusion. It's like, who do I go to? You know, the past, or start fresh with you? Who do I give to? Who do I reconcile with? Because I feel like there was unfinished business between your love interest and their ex. Like, a cycle needed to be closed out. There was something that they still needed to see. They needed to see beneath that person's mask so that they could end that that karmic cycle once and for all. It's like you need to see this person's true colors, and they are seeing that person's true colors because that person's hurting them. This person could have also thought that you were in a third-party situation. So some of you are in a weird living situation with a past person, an ex, or you have a roommate of the opposite sex, and I almost feel like your love interest, if they came over to visit, they were like, they felt like the third wheel, like, this is awkward, because just like, look how weirded out, you know, they look like, I don't feel like I belong here, you know? So your love interest could have thought you actually were, you know, fucking your roommate, or, you know, trying to make it work with a past person. They were very confused on what your situation was, but I feel like they were confused on where they belong too. Who do I work on things with? But I feel like they want to give to you. They feel bad for breadcrumbing you and just giving you, for just teasing you. I feel like you'll be happy to know that this person actually wants to come back around. We have why, and I feel like you were asking why, like, why him or her? This person might be asking, why me? I just heard, why did I fucking do that? So they're realizing their mistake, basically, because then we have transformation. Through pain and tragedies, I rise up like the phoenix. Communicate, expressing feelings, messages, and news. I feel like there's going to be a change in the way this person communicates with you. And if you're not talking, which it looks like you're not talking, I feel like you will be talking. And part of this communication will be, why? You know, how did that go? You know, did he or she give you everything you ever wanted? I don't think so, because you're talking to me again. But I feel like a lot of you are going to be like, why are you here? Why are you talking to me? I thought you didn't want nothing to do with me, you know? Because this person ghosted you before you walked away. Because remember, they put you on hold and you were like, I'm sick of fucking waiting. I am not going to stay stuck on hold. So you're like, I'm out. I'm climbing out of this tree because I got shit to do. I'm running out of time with my own life. I'm not going to sit here and wait for you to figure shit out, to, you know, go fuck this person, that person, whatever, or to try to fill these damn cups up with your past person and, you know, just have me sitting on this shelf, you know, or hanging by, you know, sitting on the other line waiting for you to actually tell me what I want to hear. No. Nope. Bye. That was your choice, basically. You fucked that up. So I do feel like you're going to ask this person a lot of questions, like, why did you do that? I feel like this person wants to ask you why you went away, like why you fully disconnected. And you're going to tell them, like, because I'm nobody's second choice kind of thing. But you have transformation twice. So both of you want to change the way things are between you guys. It's like all the unanswered questions will be answered. This person is going to see things from your perspective now, because I feel like what they did to you is being done to them, and they're making a choice in love, and I feel like they're choosing new. This person wants to let you know that they're stuck on you. I feel like they were the whole time. They just didn't want to admit it. And they want to tell you that they ended things with that past person once and for all. They don't want to go backwards. They want brand new. And they're coming in with a stable offer. I feel like you'll be like, why now? And they'll tell you. It's funny, I keep talking about the phone and stuff. And look, we have a phone right here. So we have a leg up. This person, I feel like either they're going to need help or you need some type of help, potentially financially. This person wants to help you. They want to give you a leg up. I also want to say that they're going to tell you that they ended things with that past person, and the only interaction that they're going to have with that person is to help them. So if it's a baby mama, it's like the only interaction I'm going to have with that person is to help them financially or with whatever because they have my child or children. Or that's your situation. Like, I just needed help. I wasn't in a third party. I wasn't dating my ex. I wasn't fucking my roommate. It was, I just can't afford to live in this place by myself. And, I don't trust women. Bitches be crazy. And, me and so, this, this guy friend of mine, I'm saying that because I'm a girl, so it could be the opposite. But, is a closer friend to me, and they make more money and they can afford it. My bitch friends can't afford it, because they'd rather buy makeup palettes and shit or something. I don't know. But I just needed the help. That is why I'm living with whoever the fuck I'm living with. That's what that's about. Ignoring you on purpose and incoming abundance. So this person was ignoring you on purpose because they were not only going backwards. This is what they're going to be telling you, which is great because it means communication is coming in, which I saw with a letter. But they were ignoring you on purpose because they thought that your situation was more than what it really was. And I feel like both of you needed to work on your finances. It's almost like I feel like you're just going to say, I was just waiting on my finances to get straight. I was just waiting to be stable so that I could just kind of do what I need to do on my own. Because there's independence, being independent with the star. So it's like you were wishing for your independence to get away from this past person or to not have a roommate anymore. I don't want to live with mom. I don't want to live with a roommate. I want my own fucking house. So I want to make enough money to do it on my own. And, I feel like that's what you're telling them. Like, I ignore the person I live with. So if it is an ex of yours that you're staying with for financial reasons, you are ignoring that person because it's like, nope, I just need to get on my feet kind of thing. So there's no romantic ties there, and you're not sleeping with your roommate. You're not in love with your roommate. You're definitely not sleeping with your mom. Well, unless you're from the county, who knows. But that's a whole nother issue. But anyways, then we have the Two of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Ten of Swords. I want to tell you it's over. This person's going to tell you that their ex, the one that they were begging to have back and pushed you aside for, screwed them over. They betrayed them because they were ignoring their feelings and only wanted them for their money. So both of you are in kind of similar situations because I feel like your love interest ex fucked them over financially. Just used them for money, basically. Or that's what you were doing, but someone was. And this person knows that you and them would, that this connection would be healthy. It would be a lot better, and that there's something very significant about you. And they want to tell you the truth. Like, I was ignoring my feelings, and I was ignoring you because every time I talk to you, it gets me all mixed up in my head, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do because I'm kind of stuck here doing this, and I kind of wanted that, but then I don't know, and I just feel like, every time I talk to you because I just want to tell you that I fucking love you, but I can't tell you that, Well, they can now, but they couldn't before, so this is explanation. But they are being truthful when they say that they want to be with you, and this new beginning it's not a hoax, it's not a trap, it's not temporary. This is actually beautiful because they're not going to hurt you. That's the truth. I'm not going to hurt you. If I hurt you prior, I will never do that again. And if you need any financial help, if they want to say, okay, move out, or I'll move in, or give your roommate the notice, no matter who that is to you, because I got enough money, I can help you with that. I'll be your fucking roommate. Be careful with that situation. I feel like it would work out, but don't rush. Just so, and make sure you know their true intentions, but I do feel like you will be successful. I feel like this is a very solid connection because when you two connected initially, it was just bad timing. Both of you were dealing with some karmic situation, karmic people, or just a situation. Because I feel like for some of you, both of you were dealing with a karmic person, and for some of you, it was just a situation you were in. You know, the timing was just a little fucked up because you were trying to work on yourself and you just didn't have time for love, or your love interest didn't. But I feel like you're going to be very successful financially. You're getting a lot of attention at work, no matter what you do for work. But I feel like all eyes on you, Sag, and it's going to be working out for you. You're going to be able to do things on your own, but you're not going to have to do it on your own because this person's coming in. I just heard, I will fight for you. You can rest easy after this conversation comes in. And I feel like you'll have a lot of people on your side backing up this connection, because whatever their karmic, your karmic, or both karmics are doing to you guys, I feel like other people are going to be aware of it in some way. So it's like you're going to have a backing. You're going to be supported in your decisions to move forward with this person and to move away from the past, to fully get out of a stuck situation, if you're in one. Because that could just be all on your person's end. But I do feel like for some of you, both of you are dealing with bullshit. But yeah, somebody fell for an illusion. They were being a dumbass and, you know, wasting your time initially. And they feel really shitty for doing that. They should. Because they made you question yourself when you normally wouldn't. I just want to be like, why did you do that to me? It's because this person they weren't woke. They weren't enlightened. Yeah. Now they recognize you. I told you that. There's recognition. Soulmate energy. They're coming in. They want to start over. Yeah, happy home. Things going well, happy, content. You will have that happy home. And I see that here. So even if this person does become your roommate, so, you know, so that you're not struggling on your own, but I feel like you're going to be doing fine really soon because she's independent and has her finances straight. So there is a financial wish coming in for you. It's being granted. It's like a serendipitous moment, so you won't need help. But for those of you who still need a little extra help, or this person just wants to do that to make it up to you kind of thing, I do feel like the roommate situation would work out. But just make sure that, you know, if you start off that way, you do have your separate rooms until things like really come together, until it's like, until you're official, you know what I mean? And then you guys can share a room kind of thing. So almost act like you're in different homes in a sense. I don't know, but I feel like if you're in that situation, or if that's what's to come for you, that would be my best advice, so that you can move slow. Because you don't need to, like, move super slow, but I feel like anything that's really rushed, it can get a little fucked up because you don't ask the right questions, you don't fully get to know each other, you know what I mean? Just be smart about it. I feel like this will work out, but just be smart about it. But that's what I have for you. Hopefully it helps. Hopefully it makes sense. Best of luck with all of this. And say bye-bye to that fucking psycho karmic person, because, you know, they're no longer going to be having your person play tricks and all that shit for them. Like, it's almost like I'm looking at her as if she's the queen and making, well, she is a queen, but making your love interest act like the jester, you know, like, oh, do this, oh, look what he can do. Like, you know, I almost feel like this person thinks that they're better than your love interest and better than you, but they're not. They're weak as shit, and they're mean. This person's really mean. They were fucking around with your person's feelings, basically, but your person was fucking around with your feelings. So, you know, they were kind of doing similar things. I feel like your love interest part of the block was they did trick you. There's mind games here. And the trick was, oh, we're just going slow. I'm slowly getting my shit together so that I can have a connection. But they were fighting for the past person the whole time. And whether you found that out or not, you were just like, I ain't being on hold no more. Click. But anyways, I love you long time. Peace.